In a place of prayer, we rise. We do what? Barriers are broken. Victories are won. You defeat your enemies. There is nothing prayer cannot deal with. All you need is to become conscious and be very patient. By September last year, all the prayer requests I have tabled have all answered. And will be what? As a personal request. By September. Then by November, the last one was answered, which was the car. So I didn't carry any over. So by the time they said, do you have requests? My answer, I don't have. Personal prayer, I don't have. I can have the one for people, but I don't have for myself. So when we come to meet, he say, ask God what you want him to do. You have done all. So I can now bring other people on and begin to ask. You know why? God answers prayer. If there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. What are the boosters for answering prayer? Number one, faith. Mark chapter 11 from verse 22. Faith. Don't ask what you don't believe that God will do. And don't believe what you don't think that God will do. Faith.
Mark 11 verse 22.
And Jesus answered and said to them, have faith. What? Have faith. Faith should come before you start praying. Before you say, Father, you are believe is already hearing you. Faith should come before what? Before you pray. If you are doubting your prayer request, close your mouth now. Don't pray because it won't work. Because faith is a supernatural currency that you use to buy in heavenly supermarket. Tender faith, you purchase. You don't have faith, nothing works. The supernatural currency. We're in the week of prayer. Father, bless me. Kabarosha. You believe as you pray, his blessing have landed. You don't go about in your heart say, this one where Bishop said we should pray, God should bless us. In my family, nobody has been blessed. It's just that we are trying, but no blessing yet. I pray though. I don't know. But make it be saying I don't pray now. But God, you should know. Say me, I did try too. I did try. You begin praise yourself. The prayer is not the issue. The faith must start before praying. This is what we are talking about. Jesus said to them, have faith in God. Touch your neighbor, have faith in God. What that means? Capacity to manufacture what is not there. Number 3, cannot tell me lies. He answers me as I pray and does not have anything to do with the blessing. Everything I ask, the only need God have is those who will serve him. And since I don't come as one of those that serve him in spirit and in truth, I should be able to believe that he has power. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6. He said, but without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. But whosoever that should come to him must first of all believe. What will you believe? That God exists. You dress very piously this morning, wearing your uniform, looking very wonderful, dressed in your safaris and in your suit, looking gorgeous. Before you start dressing, there is this particular consciousness. I want to go to church. And what am I going to do? I want to serve God. Is it not true? That is faith. That is what? Now, that faith can be increased. How many of you know Danfo? Danfo? You know, Danforth has no radiator. They have started constructing now. But originally, Danforth, in his own manufacturing, has no radiator. It's a desert car that you'll be running and there's no water. There's no what? And you'll be firing. And so many times when you fire, somebody will tell you, it's in the catch, fire the catch for back, or fire the catch. Because by the time the heart don't hurt, they go, yeah, boom. When you don't forgive, your heart, they burn. Your heart, they do what? Very soon it go catch fire. If you they move like this, smoke could come out from your head. Boom, 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 boom. They say, this man smoke, don't come out. They say, waiting. They say, oh God, say smoke. Madam, smoke, they come out from your weavon. You drag them, put for ground. They say, ah, now for your head from the command. A heart will not forgive anybody. Now so they think they burn. They burn. They begin to look for fire service. Am I right? Fire extinguisher. They go feel it, the powder on your head. Shh. They're going to come up. They say they don't do you. They don't do what? Nobody do you. You know, grief forgive. Now so you hold on. You know, there are some statements when people made it, I will be laughing. He said, this one you did to me, I will never forgive you till I die. Die to where? No die or forgive you. There is no sin that is not forgivable, including catching your wife with a man in your matrimonial bed. Forgive her. Onye mpanapa. Mpono aru. Forgive her. Oh, you're the assessor. You know it. You know one wait for you to come. So he has get man. Get man, come and bring something down for me. My AC is not working. Get man, I've done to AC repairer. Suddenly that day you just walk in because you forget a file. Can what's happening in my house? Just go where they go. Do what? No, maturity, you go where they go. No, I don't know. You just live there, you go where they go. After I have been living before you when I come. You just go here while you're going and come back. You know why? It's your body. It's your meter. It's your mambo nyemre. A woman asked me that question in my office. That day, I knew there are those that have her too. The husband caught her in adultery. Life in favor guest house. She was not asking the man, you that came here, what did you come to do before you saw me? That day I was looking at two people. He said, hey, you wait see me. What do you come to? Now here be your work. You never tell me, say, don't go work. Now reg be this. The man said, I be man. The woman said, I be woman. Okay. The man now look at her. You have become so hardened to this point. You now have remorse. A woman with 6 children, what's your problem? He said, the children will be the problem. I born and give you. Yes, now me born and give you. But that does not mean I should be abandoned in my house. Like say, I'm a log of wood. Okay, pastor, now you are the respect. At the waka they come out. Leave this idiot here. The man they look at. She get up. If you finish, see me for us. I don't go. The man sits down from our office, two of us. We don't know. We don't know how to handle the man. The man was like, Pastor, this one feel poison me. I don't know in mind though. Please follow me, go my house now. I said me, I need to go. I don't know too. But they go set trap if I enter. The thing go catch my leg. Now your wife goes here. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? Come to terms with yourself this year. As you are alive in 2024, create a no vacuum for forgiveness. Create what? Whether you like it or not, offense must come. God cannot answer a prayer of unforgiving personality. If you read the book of Colossians chapter 4, and verse number 12, 13, talks about if you have offense with one another, forgive. Do you want all these 21 days not to be in vain? Forgive your father from village. Forgive your mother. Forgive the person self where you think say where they do you. Forgive the person that quarrel with you. Colossians chapter 4. Put it on screen for me, please. Let me round off. Verse 13. If you see, you read it now.
Colossians 14 and verse number 13. For I bear him record.
Let's have verse 12.
Verse 12. Epaphras, who is one of you, a servant of Christ, saluted you, always laboring fervently for you in prayers, that ye may stand perfect and complete in all the will of God.
Give me two. Let me get that scripture for myself, I beg. Colossians. Forgiveness is a must. Somebody say it's a must. Praise the Lord. All right. Let me have the book of Ephesians. Okay?
Colossians 3 and verse number 13.
Read Colossians 3:13.
Colossians 3:13. For bearing one another and forgiving one another.
For bearing one another and forgiving what?
One another.
In relationship, you must learn how to forbear. Somebody say forbear. If the Christ demand for Christianity and answering prayer is to forbear, there is no marriage without a fault. There is no marriage without quarrel. There is no relationship without guilt. We went to a marriage anniversary, the man was celebrating 25 and said, we have not quarreled before. I put hand. I tell my wife, let's be going before I turn to Satan. Because I had a quarrel, so let's go. You do that one where I know like Nkusuogi one hand, I don't have time. So we shall not quarrel. I never quarrel for 30. 30 years. I soon I live here. My wife got up. I said, but the man have not finished talking. I said, the one he's talk already has caused problem for me. Let's start going. Before I open mouth now, he said, that place where we go for 30 years, that man of God, no quarrel. You be man of God. Let's be going. Me, at the quarrel. At the do what? At the quarrel. Let's be going. Because wives can talk to you. Set example with your friend. Set the example with what? And they don't know the person is telling lies. Said that father in the law who went to say, I'm not correct for 30 years. You own everything. Don't strike. Don't strike. I see they strike like snake. Well, they go. Me are the quarrel. He no enter me. I go the yacht. A woman be wabi. Say, man, keep quiet. For bearing one another. That is a place of forbearing. That is accepting your faults. And you accept my own. So many times, some people go to count another person's fault. They don't count their own. No one without a fault. No one without what? It's just that your own never show. The person where it teeth they too big, where they open up. Now that they call person with big teeth. If they say no laugh, quack, 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 quack. They say teeth. They say all in teeth they big. The other person when teeth they bigger than your own, inclusive mouth. Now me could not see. Nobody will not get fault. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But there is a spirit to forbear. There is what? That it doesn't matter how it is, you will create allowance for excesses. You create what? Create allowance for excesses. Create it before you see the excesses. So that you can bear it and then press it down and be moving. Then you forgive. You do what? Forgive. I've forgiven you. I'm sorry. Don't allow your wife to start stressing. So women will need that. Have you forgiven me? I'm not going to allow you to need that now. Because me now, no, say my own, the day of my own go come. Forgiveness is give and take. Is what? Mm-hmm. If you ask me, I forgive you. When I ask you, forgive. Oh, because women too know they easily forgive. Forgiving one another. If any man has quarrel, somebody say quarrel. Even God don't say that they quarrel. If any, you don't say God quarrel with Satan before he becomes Satan. The quarrel now, they pursue Satan come down. The quarrel not can walk. Quarrel, God say you are quarreling the authority. Michael, push this man down. I saw the guy come down here, come to trouble us. God has forgiven Satan long ago. You don't know, but he cannot restore him back. If you read the book of Job, you see God interacting with Satan. Interacting with what? In a very cordial relationship. He says, Satan, have you considered my servant Job? Have you seen this guy? Very honest. And Satan say, Baba go there. Now you know now. Not be you give him word to give him everything, put fence around him. Now who wanna go serve you with this kind of good things where you do? And God said to him, he said, okay, what could be said with the talk? Give me permission now. Remove your age. Man, chukam. He got to return back to me. And God said, the way I see you, be like say, one try me. This man cannot deny me, saying, but remove your way, remove that way, take cover him. And God said, remove. But when you go in, don't touch his solo. Touch his body. Before 72 hours, Job don't hear him. Bad news everywhere. Bad news everywhere. Bad thing everywhere. But the Bible says, in all that Job went through, he never cursed God. And God says, Satan, your time is up. He says, I don't wait. And the Bible says, God restored him twice. They quarrel and settle. And they take Job, settle. You hear me now? So don't quarrel and remain there. Don't quarrel and do what? Remain there. Especially in the family. Don't quarrel and remain there. You are building a relationship. Don't quarrel and remain there. The man offend you, oh sorry. The woman offend you, oh, I'm sorry. And don't allow sorry to dry in your mouth. No go, they do buga. You carry shoulder, they do buga. I'm the head of this house. Head na headless or without body. I be head though. I never see head when I walk out for road where everybody know wrong join. It's I'm the head of this house. That is consciousness that the devil has put on you. You are not head though. If head have no neck, you no go stand. If the neck no get body, you no get value. As a brother in the church, forgive your brother. In the department, forgive. If you want this prayer and fasting to work for you. Some they go ask them, forgive us. They say, I will not forgive you. Lie. Now look at the danger. If somebody open mouth and say, forgive me, you didn't forgive. You are the person guilty at that point. How many of you want to go up? Are you still started? Remove all the heavy load. Rise up on your feet. And to go. Rising is easy. Rising is easy. Don't use this year to fight battle. Use it to win battles and get restored. And get what? Restored. Restored. Those of us who don't like carrying malice. You know, there are people naturally, they can't stay with malice for one day. That is their body disposition. That's how they are created. People like me, I can't carry. I don't have record of offense. A young man so much offended me to a point. If he call you to come and pray for him, will you still go? I said, I will go. He said, with all this is offense on you. I said, I'm offense to offend Jesus. He forgive me. Why not go forgive him? Repetition of offense is a sign of immaturity from the person who is offending the other person. I repeat. Repetition of offense is a sign of immaturity from the person who is offending the another. It's a sign you are not mature. It's a sign you are a babe. It's a sign you have refused to grow. And so the man called me and said, Papa, anywhere where they come, oh, my son one die. Who call you? The number no getting. Who they call? The number no show. Hello. It's okay. The number is not known. He say yes. But you responded like best way you know. I say yes. Oh. He said the son is dying. Ma go rescue. Ma go what? That's my calling. I enter motor, took off. When I read the man's hands, he was so sober. He never believed I woke up. I said, where is your son? That is not where. He said, my son was where? I just decided to pull you. Give me. I've really offended you. And you have never responded to the offense. I said, now you have realized I have forgiven you long ago. He said, my wife said I should call you to know whether Papa still having his heart. I said, you're a sheep. I'm a shepherd. I'm holding a shepherd's staff. I have the way to bring back those who are out of their way. When you offend me, I don't count it. That is the law of shepherdhood. If I must pastor well. If you see anyone that holds so much pain as a pastor, it's not yet done. Because the sheep can offend you so many times as a shepherd. With your shepherd staff, it's like this. If you are looking at that one there, that shepherd staff there, you see how it is. The one that curves like this, you put it at the neck of the sheep and bring him back to the line. The one that is straight, you hold this side and beat him a little bit back to the line. So the shepherd is always at the place to forgive all iniquities, all infirmities, because in him lies the depot of forgiveness. He forgives your sin, ask God to forgive you, and even atone for your sin when you talk to him. Papa, this is where I find myself. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I say, Juanita, let me talk to God on your behalf. As your shepherd, as I begin to talk, I will say, Father, look at Daniel. He had confessed to me the things he did. Please, he is your son. He's still learning how to talk. He does not know his way right about. Please, forgive him for my sake. I plead for my sake. You forgive him. Show him your mercy.